time again. It's time for my Pan That Palette update. I can't remember which number it is, but I'll put it in the title. I don't know how many months I've been doing this now. I think it's 2 or 3 months, but I'll put the photos of what it looked like at the start. And here is what it's looking like now. I try to use all of the colours, so there's not ever going to be one that is going to like pan first, like get used the most. So what I try to concentrate on is the creams the most, because I want to get those used up, because they are what is gonna go off if I don't use them up quick enough. So there she is at the moment. I think this one's got the biggest dip in it because I use that one as a bronzer as well, and I use that one a lot as a blusher, and I use this one as a highlight. Every time I use the palette I use those 3, so they may get panned quite quickly. I used every single cream this month for each look, and I put this on top to see what it looks like on top of all of them, because that is the most sheer topper-like shade in this palette, and it was the most beautiful shade I think in this palette that really drew me to buying this palette in the first place. So I wanted to see what that looked like on top of, I'm just switching angles so you can have a good look. I wanted to see what that looked like on top of all of the cream shades, to see which look I liked best, and I'll tell you which one it was. I'll go through all the looks and tell you what I did and show you pictures or a bit of film of my eye looks, and I'll tell you which one was my favourite. So I started off with Symbol, which was this one here, as a base all over the eye and into the crease a bit. Yeah, I've just blended it into the crease. And then, of course, I put Orium over the top of that. To smoke it out, I used Troop for that look. And then, as usual, I think with most of the looks, I used this one, which is called Rope, to blend out the edges. If I thought there was any, you know, if it looked too harsh around the edge, especially around the top here, I would use that one to blend it out. And with that look, I used my Estee Lauder Onyx eyeliner kohl pencil. So that was the first look. And then the second look I did, I used Enigma as a base, which I think was this one over here below the royal blue. Yes, it was. So I used Enigma as the base, and I know that looks a bit weird. It's because I keep putting my brush in there and it keeps flicking in into this, so it's got a bit of the highlight shade into there. So that's what happens when you've got powders next to creams, but I'm not too bothered about it. It's fine because I'm using it as a base, and I like to use them as eyeliners as well, but I'm trying to use up all my actual eyeliners, so I haven't used them as eyeliners really this month. But yeah, there's a little bit in there, so that's why it looks like that. So that was the one that I used for my second eye look. And of course I put Orium over the top again, which is this one. And then I used Antique to smoke it out, which was this one. So that was on the outer corner to smoke it out. And of course I used Queen. I forgot to say I used Queen in every single look, I think, as an inner corner highlight, because that's the only one really that you can use as an inner corner highlight. So that is on my eye, on all the eye looks. So that was that one. Oh, and I put Pure along the lower lash line, which is this one, which I've been using as a bronzer a lot as well. So that one's been used quite a lot. And then the next look I did, I used Royal as a base, which is this more green, dark green one, because this one's more blue and this one's more green. And this one's like a cross between the two. It's like a bluey green. So yeah, this one is what I used for this look, the green one. And of course I put Orium over the top. And then I used Ripe to smoke it out, which was this one. I like that one to smoke out eye looks because that brightens it up a lot. If I want to go for a more bright look, that's a really good one. So that was that look. And then I forgot to mention, I've been using Poppy for all of the looks, apart from that first one that I used the black. For all of the looks, Veluxe. The eyeliner is Poppy because I'm trying to use that up. And this is quite a warm palette, so this red goes really well with those looks. So this is the one I've been using. I'll give you a swatch, it's nearly gone. So here's Poppy. That was the eyeliner I was using for every single look now, so I won't mention that anymore. The next eye look was my favourite look of the month, I think, with this palette. I used that as a base and I put the Orium over the top, of course, and I just thought that look was stunning, and I will be doing that one again. I really enjoyed that look. So, and then I used that too on the lower lash line. All the looks from now on, the base, I'm just going to be using the same colour to smoke it out and on the lower lash line. So it'll just be pretty much 2 colours and that to highlight. So that was that look, and that was my favourite. And then I used Stain all over the lid, and then Orium on the top, and then I used that to smoke out and the lower lash line. And then of course I used the Poppy eyeliner and Rope to blend out around the edges. And then the next one was Troop, which is this one. I think that one looked quite good, if I can remember rightly. So I used that one all across the lid as a base, and then that on top, and then that one to highlight. And that was all I did. And then with the Poppy eyeliner. And then what else did I do? Oh, I did Chrism, which is the one I've been using as a blush. So I had that one as well. And then I think the only one left was, oh, I did this one, Lethal. So I've had that as one as well. And for some reason I haven't wrote that one down. But yeah, I did do all of them. So I'll just find it in my videos and put it somewhere. So I used Lethal. That was a nice look. And then the last one I did, I think that's all of them. I did 10 looks because there's 10 creams in here. So the last one I did was the one I've got on today. And it's over the one I've been using as a bronzer the whole time. So there it is today. I don't know if you can see it very well with these lights on it. So that was all the looks I've been doing this month with my Pan That palette. And I think next month I will try and do the same sort of thing again, and I will pick a colour to use over the top of all of the creams so that I can really get using these creams up. I think the colour I'm going to do is probably going to be this one, because I think that is the next one that is the most see-through, I think, like the least opaque. It's not really as see-through as this one. This one, I think that really is like a topper. I mean, you can use it on its own. It gives a lot of shimmer and it's a bit more see-through. But I think this one is the next one that is a bit more see-through. I've tried putting some of these over the top of creams to see what they look like. You can see through them, but not as well. But yeah, I might do that next month and just use this one as the you know, the star of the show that's going to go on top of all of them. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. But I've noticed I've been getting a lot of use out of this shade and this shade, because these are the ones I'm using on my face as well. So they may be the ones that get panned first, and this one gets used as a blush. But I don't think I'm going to use that one up as quick because it's so bright. So I only just dab my brush in it, so it's not I mean, it's not looking as used as these two that I've been using a lot. So I would say this one is probably the most used because I've been doing it. So that might be the one that pans first. And this one might be next. I don't know. We shall see. But yeah, that's what I've been doing this month. I hope you enjoyed seeing all my looks. If you liked my video, give us a thumbs up and subscribe. I'll see you again next time. Bye.